for the fourth time in a month. It's the underway in OKC. Spurs win the
Castle and finish. Something you rarely see from the Thunder defensively.
Everybody in the crowd and Reggie Miller on their feet before this first Thunder bucket, as struggles for the Thunder have been in large part because of their poor shooting, especially from the outside.
The success of the Thunder last year on their way to their first championship and what they've done to start the season when they went 24-1. Spurs haven't turned the ball over in the 3 games that they've faced this OKC team.
And everybody sat after the 2 free throws. I was curious whether it was field goal or points. The 2 points on the board, everybody back on their seat. And now here we go. The matchup we've been looking forward to has been Wembanyama against Holmgren. A lot of history between the two. Wemby goes right to work. Oh! Victor Wembanyama starting out with a bang.
I mean, how do you defend that length, Noah? That is ridiculous.
You pray. Williams too strong, and Wemby clears. Yama's minutes still on somewhat of a restriction, about 28 a night. Going right to work, spray it out. Barnes in and out. Rebound. Wemby got a hand on it, claims it. He's fouled. Did he call glass? How does that work?
Wow.
To the free throw line where Wembanyama shoots it at 85%. Missed 12 games in mid-November. Back to their youth careers with their national teams, and he said, as far as basketball goes, he can't touch me.
Shots fired. That's what that is, my friend. Shots fired. But he has the bling bling at the end of the day.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander using the body. Castle got a steal.
Not only did he get a steal, great defense there by Castle, not going for the SGA fake.
Champagny can't hit the 3, and the long rebound track down. Gilgeous-Alexander, 31.9 points per game, second in the NBA. He's first in clutch points despite barely playing 4th quarters this year. Smart double by San Antonio. Aaron Wiggins getting the start for the injured Lou Dort. Wide open, Cason Wallace. Knocks down the 3.
That's great there by Wiggins.
Castle.
Penetration created that 3.
Around it goes. Wembanyama thought about it. Now it's Castle. Lob it inside. Oh! Wemby's done it again!
How about the pass?
And Wemby just pointed towards the heavens, the second
Of the give and go, my friend.
That's the give and fly. Use every bit of that 8-foot wingspan. Gilgeous-Alexander, and again, good, tight defense. The physicality through this game from both of these teams. Wembanyama already setting the tone early. Castle looking to work against the MVP. Now Fox will try. Neither of these teams have shot it well from deep as of late. Bottom 5 over the last month or so in 3-point shooting. San Antonio 0 for 3. Oklahoma City 1 for 1. Perfect defense by Wembanyama. 10 to shoot now for Wiggins. Tries to get inside. Bounce it. The cutter is Williams.
That's twice. Aaron Wiggins has done a dribble penetration and finding cutters for the Thunder.
Jalen Williams still not 100%, as that's going to be an
J-Dub with the cut. But again, 2 early assists here for Wiggins in place of Lou Dort in the starting lineup.
J-Dub again. Remaining aggressive, had it erased, but a goaltend. Wemby Jalen Williams, we've seen him turn up the aggression offensively, trying to attack the rim over the last 5 games. 16 drives per game, as he still tries to find his rhythm after multiple wrist surgeries. The spin, Wembanyama could not finish. Holmgren there affecting it.
Defenders on Victor, Chet, J-Dub, and that was Wiggins.
Don't see him miss from getting very often. Castle looking to push the pace. Go right into Wallace. Hangs, no, but a foul. And Wallace is going to pick it up. That'll be his second.
Well, something I've loved. The start
Pre-game about having to monitor throughout the game to make sure he has enough at the end. He's going to check out just over 4 minutes in. 4 minutes and 5 seconds into this game. Luke Cornett on the floor.
And the Spurs here.
5 points, 3 rebounds from Wembanyama. Cason Wallace stays out with the 2 early fouls, playing without Lou Dort with a calf injury, and Devin Vassell missing his 8th consecutive game for San Antonio with an adductor. Here's Holmgren on the outside, goes to work on Cornett. Stops, Cornett cuts him off. 8 to shoot for SGA. Castle's been locked in defensively early. SGA says, I don't care.
Look, you can't play dead there on SGA. That's just great offense and balance by the reigning MVP.
Castle. Swing. Champagne. Cornette with the offensive board. Castle will load it up and knock it down.
And that's all Cornette right there, keeping the ball along. Leads to a wide open three.
And Williams on the cut. Instead, it's going to be Wallace on the drive. Spray. Williams. Attack the closeout. Williams cannot finish.
We are seeing some outstanding individual defense here to start this ball game.
Champagne, that was basically a pass. Cornette couldn't finish it initially. Second, third, final chance goes down. And a timeout by Mark Daignault as he's frustrated with that defensive rebounding. And yeah, Luke Cornette, you could bark a little bit. That was a dog-like play. But they were 10-4 without him. And Mark Daignault really felt like that was a reason that they came in and played with more wisdom and confidence, the two major factors that he feels like builds great teams. That's what this guy plays with. A lot of wisdom from his overall.
This is his 9th start of the season. 8 starts this season, averaging 15.6 in those starts.
And a steal. Caruso right on the floor, has the swipe. Can't score. Barnes. Dylan Harper and this San Antonio offense looking to take advantage of the miss. Keldon Johnson on the floor as well. In the corner, it's Barnes. And everybody on this team just talked about the overall era of confidence that comes with Williams. He can pick and pop, just can't hit this time. Johnson nearly had it knocked away by Wiggins out of bounds. Oklahoma City. SGA, 1 for 3 to start this game. Trying to find that spot in the mid-range. He'll rise, in and out. Long rebound, another chance. Mitchell secured. Gilgeous-Alexander attacks, kicks. Williams, another chance.
Well, you mentioned to shoot the basketball from that three-point line.
In the low 30s percentage-wise. Skip it for Waters. Harper, he'll tee it up. And hit. A 3.
19% over the last 11 games from 3. 5 of 26.
Wiggins dumping inside. Williams with a strong finish. Five assists on 6 made field goals for Oklahoma City. We're all even. Cornette, leave it for Johnson. Curls around, lob it inside. Cornette can't do the rest, but he's fouled. As A.J. Mitchell just did whatever he could in favor of Oklahoma City. They dominate in those turnovers as we check in with Zora.
Well, it's definitely not a rivalry then if we're talking about that.
I mean, leave it to the Vanderbilt guy, right?
Is
Come
he
on.
bringing in Shakespeare?
Sharks?
Look, I don't think this is a rivalry yet because you've got to face one another in the playoffs, and there's got to be a history of that. You know, you and I, we talked about that. To me, this is like big brother versus little brother. Little brother is getting the best of, you know, the little nookies on the head. And I think big brother's getting annoyed right now.
Do you have a lot of nanas in your house right now?
I have 2 older brothers and an older sister that did a lot of that.